G'day everyone. So quickly before we jump into today's video, full disclosure, none of which I speak about going forward is any clients that I have currently or anyone coming on board. It's not a reflection on anything like that. It's all to do with a couple of experiences that I've had in the last couple of years, along with recent ones, along with a bit of helpful advice on what to do in them scenarios and what you want to sort of achieve. I've just finished the property now. Yeah, so we'll pause that there, roll on through this other footage, speak to you in a second at the end of all this footage. Good morning. How are we all today? I wanted to make a video in regards to how to keep current clientele, how to weed out clients that no longer fit your business plan or model, and the understanding of the difference, because when you're first starting off, it's easy to take on clients that don't quite fit your mold or have the same beliefs or values as you do, and that's understandable. You need the money to get the jobs done, but once you start getting up to these figures, literally hundreds of regular clientele, it becomes real easy to say no, to say enough's enough, I've had enough of dealing with you and your problems and trying to project them onto me. See you later. And it's a harsh reality, but the fact is you're not going to get along with people. There's a just, you either attract those that you want in your business or you start attracting the wrong ones, and the wrong ones come with a lot of baggage and a lot more problems than the money's worth. And so for me, I made a stand a long time ago, early on in the business, to no longer put up with any of that, because I didn't have to. I don't have to. The clients that have us regularly, and again, like, that comes and coincides with your pricing. Obviously a regular price is going to be better than a once-off price. I thought that was common knowledge. Apparently not for some people. There's been a lot of recent shifts in my own mindset where I've really put the hammer down type thing in regards to who I want in the business. And it's funny how certain ones have come out of the woodwork since, and it just makes you laugh how that little switch in your own little mind goes off, and then they try coming back into your life somehow, and it doesn't work that way. You've just got to stay true to yourself. I've got a few little notes here to help, because a lot of people are going to go through this, and I thought it's worth mentioning. Of course, it's unethical, it's unprofessional to mention any names. You're not going to start winning any extra friends from doing that. That's not the point of this video. The point is, who it is that I want in my business is who I've got, and then the ones coming forward is who I choose, not the other way around. People seem to think they can delegate and pick their pricing for certain jobs, especially lawn care. It's not name your price. It's not the price is right. It's our price for our business. If you don't like it, go to someone else. It's very simple. And if you accept, don't whinge once it's done and it's done to an immaculate job and finish, and the main reason you're not happy is the price. It's that's not how it works. So when you're going forward and you've got clients that you're gonna get them, and usually you can pick it. And when I look back now from early on, and you read just the pattern, and if they're going to come out and their first question is, can you do it cheaper for cash, or can you do this any cheaper for me, is that your best price? If they start haggling from the get-go, which some of them you can understand, especially elderly and things like that, and you provide pensioner discounts and things like that, but for everyone else, the price is the price, and if you're not happy, go to another contractor. It's very simple. There's plenty of work, there's plenty of contractors out there, and it's not a big deal for someone like myself to say no. Enough's enough. So when you're doing it, I've already touched on it there, hold firm on pricing, and then that attraction of that will attract the right clients for you. I've done many recently, and it's funny that there could be thousands since I've started, thousands of clients that have praised my name, praised the business name, praised the workers that I've had with me along the way, and then it's the one or two random, out of the blue, they've just had a bad day. They've like, especially in these conditions, these little scenarios that everyone's finding themselves in with COVID, pressures, stresses, everything's high, everyone's on edge, and they're just looking for someone else to blame for their problems, and it doesn't work like that. So when your business is going forward, you understand people are going to have their own issues, but as long as you do an utmost professional quality job, you don't have to stress about the rest coming after, because going forward you can either say no more, or if you're going to keep going forward, this is how it's going to be, and you either toe the line or you don't. It's so simple. And again, you need to have a strong backbone in this game, but you also need to understand who you are and what your prices are. And I've spoken about that so many times, it's not funny, but if you know your worth, you stick to it, because like I said before, if I can earn upwards of $1,000 a day mowing lawns, why wouldn't I do that with yard maintenance when I've got a couple of workers? You know, like, you're aiming for them targets all the time. It doesn't matter on scope of works or scope of jobs. It's a market value for that price of job. They need it done now, and they're not going to get you back again. That's the price. If you don't like it, go get someone else. If you want regular pricing, here's our best regular price going forward, but the initial hit, because it's longer than normal, is going to be more. A lot of people understand that, but there's so many that don't. And the ones that don't, and they don't want to go ahead, don't fight tooth and nail for them, because it's not going to be worth it. I'll just keep ticking on here, and I hope you get something from this, because you're going to come across any manner of people, of different backgrounds, different ideals, values, beliefs. But going forward, you know who you are and what your business wants to achieve. If they don't fit the business, don't put them in there, because it's going to cause you more headaches than it's worth. So we've built great relationships, like I've said, with regular clients, even with once-off people. But it's going forward, getting them regular ones, that's the bread and butter of the business. That's what you want, and that's what you need. So, when you don't have clients who don't fit, I've already spoken about that. They'll always talk, they'll always whinge, they stress, or they'll carry on, and that's on them. Because what you've done, you've got evidence, you've got photos of taking things down from a massive height and finishing the job and doing it to what was spoke about in the quote, exactly to the letter. There's no way of getting around it. It's in writing. And then when it's not, it's your word against mine, you know. And I don't need that in my life. I don't need to stress about that, and neither should you guys. It's not worth the hassle of it. You just got to attract those people who truly support and understand the value of a great small business in a local community that keeps putting money back into the local economy, keeps on supporting other local businesses, and it all goes around and around circles. That's just the way, like the day and age that we live in. It's not going to change for a very long time. So you make the best of it, and you support those who support you, and you also look to support your local community, because that's what it should be all about. And as far as you can reach as far as you can, and help as many as you can. And it's just, like, you have any beliefs you want. I believe a lot in karma, and this has been coming for, like I said, 10 plus years. Just having it ticking away in the back of my mind, this is going to be something I'm going to do one day, and it finally bit the bullet, did it a couple of years ago, and never looked back. It's never going to change. It's going to be a roller coaster ride as we keep going through, but as long as that roller coaster keeps steadily climbing, that doesn't bother me. There's going to be lows, there's going to be a lot of highs, and you just got to keep pushing forward. So just use it as motivation, and know it just starts another little fire in the belly. It's funny how it works. It's like, all right, well, I'll show you. Have a watch. Just watch and learn type thing, you know, because they're the ones that are going to be unhappy for the rest of their life, not you. You're going to keep doing what you love, going to keep providing a service to people that love having you there. And it's an awesome feeling getting up each day to do that. So it's not worth the headache, guys. It's not worth the hassle of dealing with negative people in your business. No matter how much they're paying, they could be paying triple what anyone else would be paying, and it's still not worth having them. Because it's not about the money, especially for us. That's all a positive little bonus that you get. And if you play your cards right, you set your business up in a way that it is profitable. And anyone in business, I don't know why you would want to work yourself to the bone and trying to help out everyone. as much as possible, price-wise, when the majority of people understand you need to run a business. You've got to put food on the table for your family. You don't get your RDOs, your super provided. You don't get all these little perks that everyone else gets by being an employee. But what you do get is charge what you would like to, whatever you would like to, because it's your business. And then going forward, you need to put a little bit aside. So out of everything you earn, for me, here's a big one. Listen to this one if you're going to listen to anything in this video. 40% of whatever I earn is going away into something or other, and I don't see it until later for holidays, or until later for super, or until later in investments, whatever it might be. But 40% of that, gone, right? GST, tax, everything included, 40% is what I'm working off. And that way I've always got something in the kitty in case we have a quiet week and I need to pay my worker a wage. I've always got something in the kitty if I want to have a week or two off. It's just you run it how you want, but for me, that's what I'm doing. A lot of people like 20 to 30%, and I've just, since increasing pricing and everything else and getting our business to where it needs to be, 40% is what I'm putting away. And that seems to work out quite well come tax time. Also works out well getting gear and equipment when I need it. It's always in a separate little account ready to go. So set it up how you'd like, but that's what clients don't understand. They see that total figure and think, oh, you're making bulk money there. Well, I've got to pay a worker with that, and I've got to put 40% of whatever my cut is away. It ends up not being that much at all. So you got to understand that's a big thing. We'll just touch on one more thing here. Yep, that's it. No room for negativity, no room for wasting time, only productivity and truly caring for people who understand and get you as a person. So thanks again, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. that was it. All done and dusted for one day. Good Monday. Got a bit on over the next couple of weeks, so not going to be as much footage coming through the socials. A lot of family related business I'm attending, and then back into the swing of things. So want to just give a big shout out to everyone that is supporting this channel, as well as Facebook obviously, and people in general just around the area, always continuing their support and just finishing up on yet another awesome client of ours, understanding the true value that we provide. First and foremost, already knew that I wasn't the cheapest person coming along here, but they've had the cheaper before, and this is why they've got me now. So I'm happy with the direction and everything is going, and I think as long as you're true to yourself and true to your beliefs and values, you know what you can do, you know what you can achieve, stick to that. Everything else is going to run its own race. People are going to think what they think what they like. Really, it makes no difference, because the thing is, there's always going to be work, and you're always going to be there to fill that void where people have let people down in one way or another, and you know deep down in every scenario that you possibly can have done differently. If you could have, it was still to the best interest of that client, and going forward you know that that's what you're about. So it's not hard to see where you want to be, because you already know where you are, and I think that's the biggest thing. Once you know what you want to achieve, everything else falls into place, because how you want to run it and how you want to do it is entirely up to you. I think it's too much emphasis put on the customer is always right. In this industry, in this business, it's your business. You run it how you feel it should be run. It's not, you can't have them running it for you. That's not how it works. They govern the price to an extent, but it is what you say at the end of the day. So stick to your guns, guys. Enjoy it, have some fun, and I'll speak to you in a week's time, I'd say. Cheers, bye.